where human entered the divine, a prayer of St. G. The waters stream day and night from off the mountains, off the hills, and through the 7 seas. Darkly heard this morning some fall of water, its whiteness imagined. To some pool it falls, mingled with the tears of centuries. And here is the song it sings. No longer will there be intrusion to the life of God. You once emptied yourself here, where human entered the divine, and lived and washed and drank the waters of the earth. Each tree deeply drank, each falcon, each face of men. And when you withdrew from us, left only living water. This for some who would cleanse their minds and hearts, and turning to the Lord, deeply drink. Thus do we join the Son of God to intrude upon divinity, and are welcomed. The wait was long, even in eternity, and it was in your mind from the beginning that men should live with God. How? That man should simply be drawn up the fall of water as by angels to live simply, without trial, without he understood the nature of the Son of Man, his suffered death, and could imagine that he himself were God. The fall of water comes down upon us, pummels us, and we pass through the great enemy, death, and enter your life by resurrection. Water of 2 elements, so that we live 2 lives, one here and one in the everlasting flow of grace. The Trinity proclaims your inner existence, and the whole of creation proclaims you outwardly. Everything in this world does necessarily serve to glorify you. We were brought forth out of nothing and can claim no rights. All is gift. The doctrine of creation proves your omnipotence. Creating something out of nothing is an act of absolute infinite power. The distance between being and non-being is an infinite distance. In it, you reveal something of yourself. God, creator of the world, maintains interest in the world. You cannot let that world exist without proper, sufficient knowledge of yourself. Your existence is outside of and above all this. It is a work of wisdom, an organism infused with life. All this done for your own sake. There are 2 great spheres of being. The passage from earth to heaven is by the saving waters of salvation, which is the Spirit of God. In the world, at first, there is no life. There is a roar of earth, which is a dead noise. But the Spirit of God hovers on and above the waters. You do not mingle with them. God and the world remain unmixed. Yet by an act of love, the only begotten Son of God did enter the world, your immanence maintained. The world is something outside you, distinct from you, and appeared at the word of God. From the Father comes being, the bringing forth of substance out of nothing. From the Son, being, the idea, and from the Spirit, living being. Even the substance of the spirits is brought into the world, and the Spirit enlightens each of these spirits, causing them to live. The day now sprung to life, we enter timidly, for who knows what may befall us. Yet all things are known to you. We are safe in your arms. More so, we are consumed by you. Let the flood not cease. The river of your grace carry us, our will in the flow of yours. And golden comes the sun, fire and water to enliven the earth, bring blessing. Under the clouds we walk the day, secure in every step. The loving Father has come out of our dreamless sleep to do and say what must be done today. We are at rest in the water of salvation. Amen.